Love both of those movies.
I guess both of these exact people need to step it up in the drafting phase.
Let's go.
Let's see for game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, they've actually opted to swap sides. DEWA United, they're now on second pick.
And again, DEWA United realized that the Angela pick was man, a nuisance. It was efficacious to making them miscalculate things. And there you go. The bans towards Angela and Mathilda comes through. GEEK though, yeah, the MVP of game 1. Boy, Mathilda and Valentina. Give that boy Valentina.
That's so quick though for Valentina.
There's not really a lot to go for the first pick with the Mathilda ban, Angela ban, I guess Joy, but we've learned the hard way that GEEK fan might not want to go for that hero. And with the Fredrin, Baksha, Kaja ban, yeah, I would say the Valentina makes perfect sense here. Super prio, especially on the hands of a boy, and it kind of forces DEWA now to go for a very template draft. The draft that we always expect for DEWA, put the Terizla on Dixon and pick up a marksman. But I think mainly they picked up the marksman here because they gotta secure a good hero for Mr. Super Awat.
But this
Super Yat.
time, Bruno's available.
Bruno ain't that good.
Against Irithel in the early game?
Yeah, in the early game. In the late game, he is actually better than the Irithel because you actually lose out on these in the trades early on due to Irithel's skills. You can utilize the first skill, second skill. Bruno is a basic attack hero, right? So for GEEK fam now, they can definitely go for the Bruno. I think that has been a strat that they have utilized before, but they can go for something even better. Full neutral objective control and an okay, still losing matchup against Terizla, but better mobility. There's a W there in the Yuzong pick.
I mean, 3 heroes that were picked up in game 1 as well, right? I feel like this is the definition from Aaron Bang. You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it will. I mean, Beloy will play another hero, definitely, right, with Angela Ben. So let's see here, the second phase, what will they go for? DEWA United. It's going to be a pick towards
Oh!
No,
it's not the XP, it's signature!
Lanaya.
Signature Lanaya!
MPL.
Oh, Gani.
Oh.
MDL. The reason Lanaya was feared was because he had a very deep hero pool. Global ban in the MDL. He usually picks the Tamas up against heroes like this, the utility heroes. Why? Because the Tamas clears extremely fast. You can try to invade, you can try to control this jungle matchup through that and have a big enough goal lead to make the heavy spin a non-factor. Now against Niall, it's a tough job. Against a boy on the Valen and Luke on the Yuzong. A lot of CC.
A lot of CC, that is where I feel like the weakness for Tamas, right? But let's see, second phase seems like they or DEWA United will target more towards Beloy, which makes sense, right? Beloy, again, patch-wise, it's his hero. So I think another support band might come through.
Those are 3 bans
Diggy
already
might
for
come
Beloyski, right? Angela, Matilda, and Rafaela, literally all the support heroes.
I'm just waiting for a Natalia, a Selena, man.
Do you think oh, what? Happy birthday, Beloyski!
Yesterday
On October 10th,
10th
GEEK Fam
October?
ID player Beloyski celebrated his birthday, turning a quarter of a century, or exactly 25 years old. Happy birthday, Beloyski!
Happy birthday, 25.
Wow.
It's younger than Arashi. Anyways, 10th October, you know whose birthday that is, aside from Beloy? Naruto.
Okay.
I feel like I'm talking to Rashi now, but okay. But yeah, with the carry ban, it does seem like they will not commit to a Beloy ban here.
Happy birthday, Naruto.
Happy birthday, HB. And happy birthday, Naruto.
Okay, cool. These abbreviations have been out of hand. Why the carry ban? I get it. Tamas, Terizla, but it does like the Irithel does really well in lane against this carry. He can bully her hard, but we have seen both the carry picks in game 1, or bans actually rather, game 1 and game 2. So, well, I have also been facing off against a lot of carries in ranked. It's been very popular. God damn you, Benny. He plays it a lot.
DEWA United.
The falling stars
Diggy
brought
pick,
us here.
is it too far-fetched? Considering they're going up against the Yuzong, Nakai, does the Diggy pick here works? Because technically it can backfire. And there you go. They're saving a hero for Shako in that last pick.
Diggy. Would there be enough? Oh, well, that's a really good disengage tool. I don't hate it.
I think for GEEK, they really have an answer to the Farsa. They just need someone to melt these guys down in the mid lane. There's not a lot of good dive, I would say, for this team. Are we possibly going to see the Ixia come out for GEEK fam? Only the Terizla, and technically the Farsa's range can get through that. They go for the Beatrix, the safer pick, and usually with the Beatrix, they combo it together with a Kaja to get more burst onto that pick-off, but it's already banned out. So what does Beloy play?
Good question.
Navaria's banned out as well.
Akai Flexerone? No, Edith.
The hunter of all the evil gods.
We overlooked the Edith, seems like. But yeah, Edith solid pick here. Good lockdown and very, very high sustainability.
And if this is like what they're going for, this amount of CC, the Diggy works, Gani. The Diggy really, really works here. I don't see another pick. If they go for something like a Ruby, you do have a lot of punish against the melee heroes, short-ranged. Oh, that is a risky choice, my friend. But it is also a signature pick for Shako. Not a signature we've seen a lot in MPL ID, but in other tournaments, yeah, we have seen this a whole lot from Shako.
Risky, not just for the Cho, but also for the Farsa. There's a lot of answers that GEEK fam has to the composition that DEWA United have opted for today. Not a big fan.
No, not at all.
No.
Of the Joe, not at all. But let's see here. It seems like they're trying to make something with that Joe last pick. Hopefully, they can prove us wrong.
Hopefully, indeed. It's another game between both of these teams. We still can't get over it.
No, it's so good.
It's awesome.
This is
Look
a
at that.
ride.
Oh, that part.
Oh
This
my
part.
God, look at
This
that.
part.
The wings of MPL Indonesia.
The wings to bring us into the land of dawn. As ladies and gentlemen, let's get it for game number 2 between GEEK fam and DEWA United.
Let's see, indeed, Land of Dawn. Will GEEK fam secure another game to make them secure the match point? Or will DEWA United equalize in this game?
Yeah, I gotta talk a little bit about the drafts first here, because looking at the emblems, I don't actually see anything too interesting to talk about. Purified choice for what? But that Cho, man. I guess with the Shunpu, it's anti-CC. You can find these flanks around, but you have to play it really smart. Shaco's gonna have to have a perfect Cho game if he wants to have an impact in this game. But so far, he is doing pretty well, right? In the early stages on the Cho, we can see the Wilderness Blessing being the choice for the duo mid of DEWA, but not for the duo mid of GEEK fam. Only a boy going for that Wilderness Blessing. It's a tenacity for Beloy, so he knows that there's gonna be a lot more damage this game from DEWA compared to last, and he wants to survive on this Edith.
So let's talk about what we can expect here in the early game with the obvious advantage that perhaps GEEK fam would have with, oh, wait a minute, Tagara?
Good flicker, good calculation as well. But then again, he does not get the last cannon min in there, so that's a win for Watt.
Okay, so let's revert back to that. Who has the better early game advantage, GEEK or DEWA?
I'd say it's actually kind of mixed, right? It depends on the question. Are you talking about neutral objective control? Because I would say it's still GEEK. They have much more CC to set it up. They have good lane priority. But when it comes to clear around the jungle, Lanaya actually has an advantage over the Akai. That's why we saw a very early gank, because he was able to invade so early that even Chidera wasn't expecting it. He was level 2. The heck is this guy doing in my lane?
That was quick, but what is Lanaya doing there? That is actually Niall invading.
See, Lanaya looking for an opening here in the bottom lane. Luke pops the Black Dragon form. Oh, good catch on towards Lanaya with the heavy spin. Penalty zone will not save his life, as take a look at the Petrified Ixen falls as well. It's a 2-for-1 now in minute 2.
Worth it for GEEK fam for sure. They were able to survive. Wait, what was this?
Oh, what? Beloyski? A little, yeah, there, he turned off his mode, it seems like, and miscalculated. DEWA United claims and equalize on the board.
No, you don't get it, Gani. It's a signature Beloy death. Without a death, you can't win.
Yeah, let's see here. Orange buff will be taken by Niall. Shaco here, forced to use the flicker. Feather airstrike that was stolen. Here will not be able to take Shaco down. DEWA United, though, claims the first turtle in the game.
So that was an instant turnaround with Beloyski's death there. The fact that they were able to take him out means that GEEK Fam didn't have the vision to be able to contest for the turtle. And DEWA United now are actually the ones to lead this early game. So despite Lanaya being punished down bot, he's still able to come back. Here, level 6 against Niall at level 6 too.
It's a problem for GEEK Fam right now. The Tamas is getting so much done. It's a good purify by Kaze. And this farm, man, this farm advantage from Lanaya, the fact that he's able to clear his jungle so quick and then rotate over, look at what he was able to do. He's actually ignoring his entire jungle. Both orange and purple are up. He decided to go and subvert GEEK Fam's expectations, not farm in the jungle, but actually take the turret goal down below. Now Lanaya has a solid advantage over Niall.
So that's why, right? That was my question. I was like, what is Lanaya doing there? And turns out that's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to cut out through the patterns that GEEK Fam would normally expect. But on the other hand here, with that being said, Niall was actually able to get a lot of, jungle camps away from DEWA United. Is that worth it? Are those trades worth it?
I don't think he was able to get much, man. I think just like the side small ones, Beloy.
Oh, good way of Dragon. Beloyski, Primal Round will not be able to be popped just yet. DEWA United looking for more. They're blood-thirsty. It seems like DEWA has enough space to not be committed, but take a look at Feather Airstrike. Watt taken low. Good Feathered Airstrike as well as Watt will be taken out 1 for 1. It's a gold laner for now, so let's see here. Niall now soaking damage, stunned as well. Shaco will claim the kill. DEWA United, they overcommitted.
I would say Niall kind of overcommitted as well there, right? They got the kill. What? Shaco! What a way, the dragon finding a pick.
And again, it seems like GEEK Fam here will not be able to secure the turtle. DEWA United, very good play, and as well as economy here, 2,000 rather, but Niall will still be able to secure the purple buff. Chidera, very low, and no flicker in hand. Keys has enough range with the Feather Airstrike to gun him down.
Man, instantly traded back, instantly that punish, right? And Shaco looking for a little bit more. The pick that we were really confused about, that we didn't really agree too much about, has actually been the one that makes or breaks.
Beloyski taking out. Shaco under the turret, receiving damage, but he's A-okay. DEWA United, they are looking to equalize in this game.
4K gold lead. That's the instant turnaround. That's the instant impact that we see. That was so different to what we saw in game number 1. And again, it looks like you and I might be wrong again here, Gani.
Doesn't matter.
Being the two people going in for GEEK. I would have thought.
As long as it's action-packed, I'm all for it.
Oh, Shaco jumps in, and so far the signature picks have been big.
Terrified. Let's see. DEWA United fighting with 5. Niall chunked down. Feather Airstrike will try and take him down, but Watt secures the kill. GEEK Fam fighting with 4. Take a look at the 2 members here in the bottom lane. Even with a sneaky clear, they will not be able to get the turret.
How far behind is Chidera?
It's quite far behind, man.
BOD just secured compared to Watt, who picked up a Berserker Fury. Was that a first item Berserker or
second?
a
Usually
second
Haas.
item? That's how far behind he is.
He's a whole item behind. But granted, the BOD is very expensive, so you do get it around this timer. But yeah, it just goes to show with the level lead as well that Juan is having a better game this time on the Irithel against this Beatrix. Shaco is trying to go for more. Lanaya on the Stamus. Let's talk a little bit more about this, right? Because we kind of touched on it on the draft, in the draft. I've said that again, this is a signature pick for DEWA in MDL Season 7 whenever they're up against utility because of the faster clear. And that's what DEWA have been able to utilize for the most part, getting Lanaya ahead through him just clearing the jungle, having very good pathing but also giving him turret gold, using the winning lane in that Terizla.
Chidera flickering out. Oh, the flicker. Way of Dragon will lock him down. Chidera will be taken out. Wiloyski will not be able to cover his teammate as again, it's a turtle for Lanaya and DEWA United. They're still leading this game.
It's a good lead too, man. 4,000 gold. Beloy just kind of left Chidera there because he already used the armor and Earth Shatter. Dixon!
Good cancel with the penalty zone, right? Dixon now soaking damage. Take a look at Chaco. Looking for an opening in the back. But Dixon will fall here under the turret. Look with the BDF now looking for a kill, it seems like. But Luke will be gunned down by Watts. Not just yet though. Watts finds a killing spree. Good Way of Dragon on towards Nile. Not enough damage as Chidera finds a precise kill. Good shutdown as well as DEWA United. They overcommitted.
Oh man, just one moment was all it took for GEEK Fam to come back into the game. What went down? What was the instant trigger to turn this all back to GEEK Fam?
The instant trigger was DEWA United themselves. GEEK Fam just reacted to the plays. And remember, this composition within Akai, within Edith, does really well in nobody saw that now. Re-engages and initiations, right? When DEWA United just jumps in, they have a heavy spin to counter it. They have an Edith with an onward, an Earth Shatter, even a Primal Wrath to counter it. So DEWA, they just dove too deep. They overextended, and you don't do that against GEEK Fam. You don't do that against 3 death Beloy. He's getting to his power spike. Usually it's 7 death Beloy.
Almost there.
4 more.
4 more. It's not too far away. And that's DEWA United's 4K gold lead instantly strict by half. 2K now. And all it takes is just one more moment for GEEK Fam to come back, and you can feel the pressure and perhaps the pressure on Lanaya as well, right?
12 times picking up Tamu's MDL Season 6 and 7. 83% win rate there. Let's say it's a 5v5 potential battle in the mid, but both teams concedes as they look for the next neutral objective. That is standing, but it's going to be the Lord.
At this point, Lanaya is still ahead. So despite them losing that single moment, he is still level 12 in comparison to Nile, who is level 11. So in terms of neutral objective take, Lanaya should have a little bit more to say. But now that all depends on the setup as DEWA United. That's a lot of damage onto a boy already. Is he going to force a recall?
No heavy crossbow.
Now let's see though, right? Feather airstrike pop early though from Keys. Let's see, will that impact it good or bad? And Nile now zoning out as well with heavy spin. Good catch by Chidera. Chaco, Way of Dragon onto Chidera. The damage will come through, not just yet though, as Chidera will flicker out of the way. What? Free hitting at the backside. Ooh. Looking for a kill onto a boy. Beloy will be the first one to fall as Nile follows as well. 2 men taken out, but DEWA United, they lost the Lord.
I think it's the 2 kills that actually they can sacrifice. GEEK Fam have lost their roamer and their utility jungler. Not too bad considering they got the Lord. If DEWA can clear it out and get turrets, that's where GEEK Fam find themselves in a troubled position.
Whoa, what?
A boy? He wants to outplay, but DEWA United was ready. He will be taken out as DEWA.
Every single time, because we're going straight into the land of Dawn. And here it is, a continuation. What happened? Nobody got taken down.
I think they have respawned.
Oh, have they?
I think so. I mean, all 5 from both teams. It was quite messy earlier on. But yeah, 12 minutes in, 14-6 here. DEWA United, they can keep this going. I don't see.
There you go.
Has an answer. Yeah, this is going to be the item here.
So I was right about the Melfic Roar. Jeez. The GDS and the Melfic Roar, though, still a big advantage.
4 items?
Item lead for the Irithaun. He's already building towards that immortality, I believe. A big, big win right now for DEWA United. In these team fights, yeah, at this point, GEEK Fam will have to look for that Beloy play. Look at that. Lord advantage. Gold earn, negative 2,400. It was just there to buy them time to get their carries, some more farm, delay what DEWA are trying to do. And at this point, with Chaco having the immortality, it's going to be even harder for GEEK Fam to make those plays. Beloyski needs to find one guy, and that's Watt. But Watt has the Purify. Onward and Earth Shatter won't get him.
So how do they play these team fights now?
They got to feint. They got to throw in some CC, use up that Purify, and then go back in with a Black Dragon form.
Or do they go for something similar as they did before? Go in for a counter engage. Wait for DEWA United to make that first move.
I think that window might have just closed out with how ahead Watt is, right? Because if you go for that reactive play, Watt will just decimate your front line a bit too much. Beloy.
Not enough range onto Watt. Shackle though, take a look at the burst here. He has
Wait a
immortality. Will lose that immortality as Chidera finds the kill. Take a look at the damage that Watt is giving, but it will not make the Yuzong fall. But my goodness, Haze will make Yuzong fall. Dixon receiving damage. Nile will be gunned down by Watt. It's a 2-for-1. DEWA United, what a play.
I know it's only a 2-for-1 trade, but the fact is, DEWA United successfully took out their retribution, right? So this is going to be a free Lord for DEWA United. And it's not looking good for GEEK Fam in this 14th minute.
That was extremely greedy, by the way, from GEEK Fam, right? Because they were able to secure a kill with a mistake from Shackle. Immortality, done, dead. But then they decided to go for more when I think they know it themselves that Shackle isn't really a prio target here, right? You get him down, you get more space around the map, sure. You have more chances to pick off, sure. But not in that scenario. Watt still had Purify. There was nothing you could do about him. If you go in as well, maybe finding a pin would be okay. But again, Purify was up. And it just goes to show you with the player gold here how much Watt is ahead by. 11,000 gold in the 14th minute of the game. And GEEK Fam now are down 7K.
That's a 2K gold lead for the gold laner only. But Chidera is following up. They're catching up as much as he can. But with this much difference, I don't know if it's enough. They're going for the strike.
Now Baser in the bottom lane taken out. In the mid, it will stand for a bit. Lord taken care of. Nile finds a heavy spin. Not enough damage. Watt is just free hitting like a cracker jacker as he finds one. And take a look at the mid Baser. It falls as well. Dixon will be the trade 1-for-1. With that in mind, Baloyski falls as well. DEWA leading by one member. Can they pull the trigger? Go to Way of Dragon, find Chidera. Take a look at the damage, does not find it though. A boy taken now by Keys. Base wide open. DEWA United finds another kill before taking down the base. Ladies and gentlemen, DEWA United have equalized in this series.
1-1, ladies and gentlemen. What an outcome from DEWA United. What a comeback from DEWA United. Despite us not really seeing the beauty, the advantage of the drafts, they were able to execute it way better than GEEK Fam in that particular game. That eventually gave DEWA United all the tools available to get this win right from under the nose of GEEK Fam.
DEWA